I'm nervous it's gonna fall and spill over the soup. And I don't have any money in my checking account. It's sitting right there in an envelope, so I'm not gonna be able to pay the dry cleaner.
It smells so different.
Laricy Uncorked.
Laricy Uncorked.
God bless.
This podcast is brought to you by Lincoln Title. Lincoln Title is the best and most efficient title company in Chicago and is the best place to close your property. This podcast is brought to you by Titan Builders. Titan Builders have been remodeling condos and homes in the Chicagoland area for over 35 years. Whether it's remodeling your kitchen or bathroom or getting your home ready for sale, Mike and Mark are your go-to guys.
This is Laricy Uncorked. We're starting here. The kids are still home, as you can hear upstairs.
Who are amazing.
And we have two guests today. Jeff, you want to introduce yourself here? Jeff Lowe. How long? From what company we're with?
Jeff Lowe, the Lowe Group at Compass.
And how many years have we been doing real estate?
Oh God, we can't
I would
answer
say
that.
just a couple over 20,
Okay.
but it's like more like 25.
Okay.
Really?
25 years?
No,
27?
I think it's
come
more.
on.
I'm 52. Do the math.
I'm 51.
Yeah. I started before. I was your age.
And we have Jen Radnay with App Properties, the queen of the North Shore.
I don't know about that.
How many years have you been in real estate?
18.
Okay, so wow, I've been.
Well,
in
Jeff
real estate
was my
long.
agent. We know this story, but
When she bought North Center.
yeah, and Jeff was like Inspector Gadget. He had like a trench coat on.
I don't
Wow.
remember the trench
I
coat,
do remember.
but I remember you because that's easy to remember.
I know.
So these two have known each other for a while. So we're just gonna introduce wine. We're gonna get into it. So today I decided to open up something very big. We're drinking.
Big in what way?
I
I don't really drink that much wine. I'm a vodka girl.
Okay.
And I'm a tequila guy.
Well-
but tell us all about it.
they're getting one of the most expensive bottles they're gonna drink. Okay.
Oh.
So we're drinking a 21, which is a fantastic year, La Coya. I decided to go with the Spring Mountain because it's easier to drink, and I know they're both not like huge wine.
I'll drink wine. We'll drink it, but we're not like connoisseurs.
Well, you're going to become a connoisseur because anybody that's watching this that sees that you get La Coya is going to be instantly jealous. So, Jeff, I'm giving you the dark
Awesome.
glass here,
Oh, just so we can keep what's what.
and you have this one. So these are Josephine's, the new versions of Zaltos. These are
How do you say it?
Actually, I think it's Josephette is the way to say it properly.
So why am I the light glass and you guys are the two dark
Because I only have two dark glasses.
Oh, okay.
And
He probably
I figured
dropped a
the men are the dark. These are like primo best quality glasses you could buy.
They're gorgeous.
Zalto is the main glass maker in the world. He got kicked out of his own company, and then he just started a new one.
What's
so
his
these dark
ethnicity?
ones, there's only like 500 of these in the world.
They're gorgeous.
Yeah. These are like,
These would be like a great present for like high-end clients.
yeah, these are like very.
How much?
Do not break these.
Wait, how much is a glass?
The black ones are 200 a piece. And
For a glass?
Yeah, and those are
Are you
125.
high? How much? Oh my!
125 for that. Yeah,
Listen, we know where he spends his commission.
yeah.
It's all this.
So we'll first take a sip. This is my entire
This is
life savings.
Wait, this is amazing in this room. Like this is a gorgeous wine room. Like I've seen a lot of wine rooms.
Do you know where I got this from?
Where?
Cam Ward, the goalie for the Carolina, he used to be on the Blackhawks. I follow him on Instagram, and he had this sick setup. So we like follow each other on Instagram. So I messaged him. I said, "Hey, I don't know you, big fan,
Yep.
and I buy some of your wine." He's got a vineyard, which looks like the Stanley Cup right there, Vineyard 36. And I said, "How'd you make your wine room?" And he took a bunch of pictures and then gave me his designer's number. And I got pictures of Cam in his wine cellar taking pictures.
Yeah, this is
and
amazing.
that's how
It's a great
I came
story.
up with it. And so I gave it to our designer here, and just these doors were custom from Minnesota, and
It's beautiful.
yeah. So
And it's your passion.
yeah, I mean, people have cars or
learned that
watches.
before.
Yeah,
We've gone out to dinner with Matt one other time, and we let him order the wine. And
Yeah.
that bill grew up exponentially.
Well, you were mad about the fact that I got tequila not on the rocks but with soda on it. And you're like, don't waste that
Got this?
tequila without soda.
Well, because it was great tequila. You don't mix great
I know.
tequila.
So
the hell do I know?
even though you're not wine drinkers,
Okay,
This
we're
is
gonna sniff
water.
it.
take a smell. Tell me what you. I smell a little bit of your perfume, but
Do you know what that perfume is?
no.
Norway is at Epcot.
Oh,
How do you not recognize that from Frozen Ride?
and then. Okay, we're gonna get into Disney.
is-
We're gonna get into Disney, but
Perfume
Okay,
comes
okay.
first.
what do you like?
Can you really
what,
smell it?
What do you? I
Can
do-
you
I
smell it?
I can definitely smell it.
Really? Okay.
To me, this is one of the smoothest wines. This is like a like
is
smooth,
really good.
like smooth.
And
Like
this is Cabernet, right?
yeah, everything's Cabernet we're gonna drink tonight.
Don't
This is
it-
Spring Mountain.
How much is this a bottle?
This 21 would be $650 a bottle. So
So how much is that a sip?
a lot.
Wow.
But these are
This is really
two of the best, and I figured even though they're not big wine snobs,
This is amazing.
for coming this far out,
Yes.
hour and 20 minutes.
that I'm not gonna open up any of the
hour 15.
I'm not opening up any of the cheap bottles. I'm opening up only the really good stuff as a thank you for coming out.
Oh,
so
thank you
for having
yeah,
us.
I appreciate
Honestly,
you guys coming
You
out.
only had to ask once.
Yeah.
Fair?
Actually, fair.
Because you're a lot of fun, and I think we all have mad respect for one another.
Yeah.
And
We do.
there's not a lot of that in this world.
Well, I think in the business you have to have, in my opinion, like good relationships with good brokers. We were just talking about this. We'll bring it up again. Me and Jeff just closed a pretty decent sized deal.
Which
Small-
what'd you guys
small
close?
small for Jeff, pretty good size for
No,
myself.
Definitely not small for Jeff.
wait,
Small
wait.
for Jen now.
Yeah,
Jen
yeah.
might have another zero on the
Yeah,
end.
yeah. If
You
it's
guys,
a-
that's-
she doesn't get out of.
4.3
She said she doesn't get out of bed before anything under 25 mil.
That's what
Like-
Christy Turlington and Naomi Campbell
Like-
said back in the 80s.
Like she doesn't even get out of bed for
Didn't
it.
you just hit both sides of 34 million last week? True or not true?
And you had two of them, right? Wait, you had one for 34,
Well, I had one for 32.5, and then I had one for 34.5.
and you got both sides on each.
Uh-huh.
Wow, so that's
She
$65-ish million.
doesn't take- She doesn't take reductions. She
Full
doesn't
full
mess
boat on both of those?
Why not? I'm worth it.
around. Why not? I'm worth it.
I mean, you know what?
You can say that to people. They don't take that. They don't buy that from me when I say.
Why?
Yeah, but in fairness,
I made the deal happen.
in fairness, you set the record with both those.
Yeah.
So like at the end of the day, if somebody in that tax bracket gets the price that they want, you should get what you deserve, right? I mean, like you made the deal happen.
Right.
In traders make way more than we make off one trade if they did that for their client. I think in our job, in our
It's too
business,
visual.
Right.
Everyone just sees like numbers. Like you make all this money. Like, oh my God, like stop. Like investment bankers and all these other hedge fund people make so much more money per day, and they always like criticize realtors. And after I closed my second $34 million deal, or in the 30s, I had
Just
some.
threw that out there.
Well, okay, you know what,
In the
guys?
same week.
Well, no, but the guys are like, oh, you're now. A couple of my friends were like, oh, now you're at our level, and I'm like, what level is that? Like, I don't talk like that. So, I have full discretion. I have privacy, but like, I don't talk like that. I don't act like that. I don't live like that.
But here's the thing, though. When you say that you're worth your price because you get it, what I always tell people is like we're three of the most successful realtors in Illinois. Three of the most successful realtors in the country. If we went to a lawyer partner group, we would be three of the poorest people there is.
100%.
Like
This is
poorest. And if we even decided to pull up to like Citadel, we would be their butlers. So
right.
like
Or
we don't
I'd be-
really
I'd be
like,
the nanny.
We'd be checking accounts.
like we're some of the best of the best in the world, technically, if you want to think about it. And we're still the butlers for any lawyer or trader or anything like that.
But no one's talking about them. They're just talking
Right.
about when
It's
they
because
see.
our money comes from their pockets. That's why.
Well, didn't they just come out today? What did they say that the CEO of NAR got last year? It was in the news today.
How much do you make?
I forgot to look.
Was it good?
Oh,
oh,
Oh
it
shit!
was,
Let's get us.
I thought it was over.
Let's get out of sales.
200.
200 million?
I
No.
it was.
You can't make that
I
type
had to
of
look it
money.
up. Maybe you could look it up, my friend. It was like it came out in the news today about what everyone at NAR got paid last year, and it was like a massive number. But I didn't actually.
Well,
read the whole
I saw the conglomerate of everyone, and then I was called by the Real Deal to ask if there was any type of collusion or any type of like.
How
Those guys
do
love
you?
you. They call you all the time.
Yeah, do you call them
No,
Yeah, she gets.
the real deal?
Oh no! You know what?
The press?
No, you guys, come on. Like, listen, my business is so private. Do you see me doing Instagram and Reels where I'm walking around as a poser?
I saw you.
Wait,
doing,
okay. Answer the question. Do I do
Yes.
videos?
I saw you walking
In
in a sick
outfits?
house.
I saw you in the
Right, with like a sweatsuit on, like, and I'm with my photographer. Like,
I think it'd be weird if I told you I remember what you wore, especially as a guy.
Like, but no,
and I'm married.
No, yeah, no. Here's my point. My point is, I don't do the outfit.
no.
I just do. I let my.
You're very
clients-
real.
Yeah, I let my
Authentic.
clients shine through. I don't let I'm not about that. My clientele definitely does not want to see me like doing things like that. Like everyone like it's like a different level. You know what I mean?
How did you get a $34 million sale though? Like, how was that like? How did you connect that? Like, where'd you find that? Like, where does somebody even find something? Because if you're buying something for $34 million, you gotta be worth a couple $100 million. So like, how'd you find that person?
So
She's got a whole list of those people.
Where do they exist?
everywhere.
Wow.
And I see some of them when I go to buy pillows at Home Goods.
Really?
Swear to God.
They go themselves?
Yes, they do.
Damn.
The North Shore is very real. There's not a lot of people working for like a staff. It's not like LA. It's not like Aspen. It's not like New York where there's a staff. The reason why the Midwest is so successful, and I really believe this, and my kids will say the same thing, is we're normal. Meaning everyone does normal things. They go to normal places for dinner. They want ribs. They like. It's not like this hierarchy. Like, oh my gosh, I'm so much better than you. So for me, it's like very common. Now, you know I'm from Hinsdale, right?
Yeah, your parents were like, they like started Hinsdale. They like were the ones that with the shovels and built the.
No,
Community.
that's not
When she moved
true.
to the suburbs,
Okay,
right?
She's like, I grew up really poor in Hinsdale.
no, I didn't grow up poor.
I'm like the poorest guy in Hinsdale.
My mom was poor. She was from Cicero.
Well,
wow.
that's like kind of
I
where
swear
my
to God,
parents
she
are
Mobbed
from.
up.
She was mobbed up. You know,
Well,
her father used to
was
be.
in the mob?
No, Johnny Carr used to work for. There's a whole. My mother's father was the doorman for anything with poker and cards related in Cicero.
So they were
all
in the
those
mob.
guys, of course, they were in the mob. They used to go to Old Prague restaurants. But so I grew up with a mother that didn't have time for bullshit. Does that make sense? Like,
It makes sense.
so
Upward
I
a little
feel
more,
like I have a little bit of that in me still.
You definitely have a lot of that. In you.
I do.
Well, you got a little
Put
bite
up
to
with
you.
anything.
No.
Well, I mean, I think in this industry, you know, I was telling this to one of the guys on the team today.
This
that,
is so good.
It's
it
good.
goes
It's
down really
smooth.
quick.
It's so smooth.
Is that in this industry, people will test you. Your clients will, other agents will, our peers and the media will. And if you can't bite back, right? Like, I mean, I know when I started downtown, everybody made fun of me. They're like, you're a guy from the South Side trying to make it down here, and I had to bite back. And now that we open up office out here, people are like,
How's it
"What are you
going, by
doing?"
the way?
We're doing well. I mean, I think we're ranked like in the top 50 now, which I think is pretty good considering we didn't lift it off till May.
Yeah, you just opened the office.
You know, so like that's like the team out here is solid, and I think what we've
Compare
tried to build-
Hinsdale real estate from the city real estate.
It's totally. I mean, I mean, and this
Isn't it
isn't
so
as
much
good.
easier?
It is in that sense, and and honestly, like the agents don't work here. Most people are more part time, and it's like people who married rich and have their license. I hate to say it, but that's just what I've experienced so far. And there's just zero professionalism. I'm not saying the top agents are professional. The top agents are, but I feel like there's like on every other house is somebody's a realtor, and like I just don't like selling in the suburbs personally. So my business hasn't really changed, but my team, I get a lot of business here that I give to them, and I'm struggling
Jay's
with.
helping you out here, right?
Jay's great.
Yeah, right. He's a really nice.
Jay's awesome.
Jay Maggio, I don't know.
Yeah, and
He was at, I think at, right? Before
he was at,
Yeah.
and then he went to Compass for a minute, and he went back to
Okay.
and then he came back to us. But when I came back,
Bounced around like mortgage brokers.
well, we used to give them all our business here. Yeah, mortgage, everybody's an
They
SVP,
move all the
right?
time.
No, I think it's like they're all origin point, then guarantee rate, then G rate, then proper rate. It's like,
I think anything, you know, like you went from the city to the North Shore.
well, very carefully, because I was coached by Barbara Malky, who was like a mentor of mine, and she said, whatever you do, Jena, do not leave your city business ever until you're established in the North Shore, because you might be hated for a long time. And I was like, that's so scary. And I listened to those words, and I didn't actually leave the city until like no one knew I was living in the suburbs.
But
This is very
were you? Wait,
Oh,
were you,
wasn't she the best?
The best.
were you nervous to tell people you live in the suburbs?
Yeah, because what happens is they're like, oh, you're not available, you can't do this. And it's like, so you have to be kind of quiet about it. But then you have to have support to make sure that you're, what are you looking at?
No, it's so good. I was
Yeah.
looking at the wine.
It doesn't even taste like wine.
I will tell you though, like there has been some of our competitors that are like, well, Laricy lives in Hinsdale, so
Who's
they
your
can't.
competitor? Like, who do you compete with the most out
Just
here?
here?
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I compete with everybody here. The city's where our business is, you know, like most
Right.
of it. But some people have mentioned it, and then people ask me as if like, or they'll say it in front of my clients as if like I'm embarrassed. So like, yeah, I got 4 kids. I live in Hinsdale. I
Right.
drive 28 minutes
I was so
when I
excited
leave.
when you moved to Hinsdale.
And like, I will say, to me personally, I feel bad, and I'm not hating anybody that did it, but like for me and with how much I work for my wife, like I feel so much better. It's the best decision I've made in my entire life.
We
And
talked
it's-
about this.
Yeah, it's the
I
first
was-
time I don't feel selfish that what I did.
Because it's so much easier. I don't know what you're waiting for.
That
Well,
ship sailed.
I know.
But
My
when
kids-
you're-
up in this
your
environment.
kids are
But
older
when they're
too.
this age right now
it's
for
the
me,
best.
and with me working the hours I work and not coming home for her, it's been like a game. Honestly, our relationship is stronger. Like everything
Right.
is just
Nicole's
better.
actually relieved because
Like
It's not. You're not pulling out that car every day. You're not looking for parking.
But we also couldn't move to Bucktown or Lincoln Park because she wanted to keep her job. So like, and she teaches in Tinley. So that's like.
Does she still teach in
Yeah,
Tinley?
right now. Yeah.
See that's
I
hard
didn't know
because it's the different neighborhoods in the city have such different
You
dynamics.
can't raise
right?
4
I mean,
kids in River North,
Well, that's what I was
course
gonna
not.
say.
and that's as far north as we could go.
Because otherwise it adds like 20 minutes to a
ridiculous.
commute, which is already hard enough, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that makes sense. Because I think you can easily raise a family in other neighborhoods a little north.
Bucktown,
Anywhere
Roscoe.
But when you
except
get to 4 kids, it's a different world.
you
than
can't
get
be going
3
up and
like
down
me.
those elevators and pressing the buttons.
I'm not hating on people that do it. I'm saying for if like she said, she goes, we combined units in River North. We were ready to do it, and she's like, you need to take 1 or 2 days off, like off a week.
Do you ever take any days off? I mean,
No, I do like major holidays, and then we do 2 vacations a year, and that's it. Those are the only days I take off.
but when
One
you
of them is Napa, right?
Well,
Or is that maybe just the 2.5?
we're skipping Napa for a little bit. And,
why?
You know, I want to go, and I'm
But?
obsessed with it, but I'm never home, and I keep, and maybe it's because my Instagram feed's on it, but it keeps talking about like how your best years of your life are when your kids are young,
It's true.
and like I keep thinking that those.
I think, Jack, what's your thought on that?
I couldn't agree more.
Right.
There's no there's no like when it's like there's no guilt factor. It's like they're so innocent and young, and they're not looking to like come after you.
Right. So I look at like I got 9
Right.
years of them like that,
The best, yeah.
and then like after that we go nap for the rest of our lives. But like for these 9 years, if I'm gonna take a
I think
vacation,
that's brilliant.
like
I'm
I'm
proud
gonna
of you
go
for
with my
saying that.
kids
No,
to
it's smart.
someplace,
Yeah.
and like, is it suck with 4 kids that are young? Do you get mad?
Just go to
But
Disney
then-
all the time.
But
Just live at
I was
Disney.
telling Jeff the reason why we've been going to Disney so much is it's so
Easy.
You know what you're doing. You're like they're gonna have meltdowns, but I don't have to be embarrassed because everybody else is having
everyone else is
meltdowns.
doing
And then
it.
when
You know what I
everyone's
mean? So and then like if like your kid's being an asshole, everybody's kid's being an asshole.
Well, like when you're in the monorail at 4:36, it's breakdown session.
Right.
So it's just so lovely.
It is. I'm not saying that I'm not a big fan of Disney personally. I will
will
tell
be one day.
But I will say they love it. They love it, and it's easy. It's easy.
Jeff used to make so much fun of me when I was like, "Where are you? You in Disney?" I'm like, "I am in Disney.
I learned that you're there once a month.
It's my country club."
People think it's funny when you say it's just somebody opening the door.
Oh yeah. Sounds like pizza's here.
They did eat pizza.
I know. I
But-
saw that.
Well, we talked about how she did. How did you get your clientele so big? Because you have Jeff is known.
The Irish
I'm
Mafia.
I'm always trailing Jeff
Right?
in the rankings. And
Irish Mafia.
Or I'll be up by Jeff by like I'll look at the rankings. I'm like I'm up by Jeff by 50 million. I'm gonna beat him this year. And then all of a sudden I'll check it 2 weeks later and he's up 50 million on me. And I'll just be like, he just closed like 10 deals or 5 million a piece. He just crushed it.
I just hide them on the. I don't even put on the MLS.
And then
so
they
I
just
gobble them up and just
he just like sneaky gets it. You know what though, I will say though, like before I get into that, is that like, and not to get like sensitive or emotional about it, but I think I cared a lot more about rankings. And then when my agent Catherine died, I think I stopped caring as much about being like, hey, we're like this, and just thought to myself like, let's just try to like be as good as we can be. Like life is short, and like that kind of did change me as a person a little bit.
Of course
so,
it
like,
did. It's in front of your face.
Yeah, but like either way, like I'm always chasing Jeff. Jeff is the guy I'm always chasing.
Not
always.
last year.
Well,
Why?
You
What
caught
happened?
me, and you beat
Woo!
But-
I love that you're so honest
well, we
about
both
that.
lost this year, but
The women, you
those rankings are
guys,
bullshit.
the
Because
women beat
it's
you
not
this
the end of the
year.
yet.
We should have
Yeah.
Emily and Carrie
that's
here.
what I said
They
too.
do the October 1st,
Yeah.
Guys.
October 1st. And
Yeah.
you and I both have
Yeah.
great summers and falls, and
Yeah.
we close in the fall.
Right, but
Whatever.
But you are consistently just crushing the 2 million plus market in the city, right on the board.
You always
own
have been.
it. How have you done it?
My average sale is more like 1, 2, 1, 3.
And what's your average sale?
600,000.
Well, that's up because it was like 400 a few years ago. Honestly, because
we also do the problem for us is like I do 550 sales a year,
Which
and
is-
we'll do like
Which is, by the way,
But we'll do
it's
like
insane.
We'll do like
that's like Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory coming alive with chocolate.
But we'll do 60 or 70 above $1 million a year. But the problem is that when you do 60 or 70 above $1 million, but you do 400 that are below $1 million, people are like, well, you only do 200,000 for sales. It's like, well, I always say I run my business like I run my stock portfolio. It's like I have things that all over the place. So if the market goes bad in luxury, we'll crush in the little stuff. Little stuff goes bad, we'll do well in the luxury. But like that's our biggest perception problem in our business is that people think we only do like shitty properties. And
I don't think
we
that
don't-
about you.
you just saw
but-
a really nice $4.5 million listing
I
of
do.
mine
I do.
yesterday.
That's coming on up.
But
Yeah,
how
right.
how have you gone? And I think a lot of people like knows this. Like, how do you just demolish it year after year? There's never a break.
I have an awesome team. I mean, I share better than other people that I think that have large teams. You get great retention on your top agents, the ones you care the most about. Stay with you. Mine do too.
Yeah.
It's because I'm not as greedy as a lot of the other people that are in our business that have teams.
And what do you
they
mean?
know it's going to roll.
What do you mean by that? Like,
I
how do you
share
guys?
better.
How do you?
I pay them better. Like,
Okay.
First off,
And
Arnold's
do
got
you?
the best head of hair I've ever seen in my life.
Arnold's been around for a long.
Benny Chase back
Like-
when.
like-
Vinny Chase from Entourage.
Entourage.
He's probably one of my. When I see
Such a
Arnold,
nice guy.
I
He's
feel like
still
me
with
and
you?
him have a thing.
Yes.
Like I get out of
Josh
the car.
is still with you?
No,
Okay.
Josh moved us.
I see Arnold. I get out of the car.
He's
He
so
gets out of the car.
nice.
We both look at each other. We just get this smile on our
Doesn't he
faces.
have twins? Does he
like
have twins?
it's just like
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that guy.
I
I just
don't know,
love him.
one of them's
He's
Arnold.
always been the nicest
He's just
person back.
me and
even
him
in
just got
our
a thing
20s.
together. I just see him. He sees me. We just smile.
You
Just
know
like,
Yeah, isn't that
when I
lovely?
met Arnold?
huh?
It was way back in the day. I was working at Sussex and Riley. And
Yeah.
Sean Conley, yeah.
Sean was
Yeah.
my boss. Sean wasn't really selling anymore. I kind of took over his business, which going back to your question earlier about how I got to the level where I am has a lot to do with him and the new construction and having signs everywhere when they were doing all this new development. But Arno was answering the phones at Sussex and Riley, going through law school, getting his law degree.
Yeah.
And Sean honestly wasn't very kind to him. And I'm like, this guy Arno is a really nice guy, and he had his license. And
Yeah.
I'm like, why don't you jump over? I only had one assistant then.
Yeah.
And then maybe I had two other people working with me. He became number 4. And he went on to go to law school, got his law degree.
I remember that.
He still dabbles a little, he still does closings and stuff like that. I think he does a lot more of just family and friend helping people out. I'm like, I'll hear him like, yes, I'll help you. And he doesn't charge them. These are his friends.
Yeah.
That's the kind
Which
of
is
guy
lovely.
Arno is.
Which is lovely.
But
He's a
wonderful.
great
He's
agent.
been with me for like, I always
Forever.
guess wrong, but it's at least 15 or 16.
So how do you keep your talent?
Obviously, just like you, and it's remarkable, by the way, that you have like one team member and you do as much business.
She's not a team. She's got an assistant.
Right,
That's a big
assistant,
difference.
Right. Well, that's
let's not get into that.
We'll get into that.
we will get that because that's
What?
how you handle your business is truthful and honest.
But like,
What
what
is truthful and honest?
which I agree with. But how do you you have a ride or die team? I love all of them. Everybody. I mean, I'm like at least I think they
normal.
like us too. But like, how do you keep them?
You don't
A
screw them.
lot of their business is fed by me, but the business they bring in their own. I make sure they get the vast majority of it.
Smart.
At the end of the day, we
That's-
all work 50, 60.
I think
I work 80
that's
hours
genius.
a week. And you've got, to have turnover and to start over and having new agents it's not worth the time. I'd rather have them make more money and
Smart.
be happy and stay. Because, I think you're probably pretty similar to me. I love selling houses. I love real estate. I like walking people through homes.
I'm listening.
Managing-
I'm grabbing
Where are you
another.
going?
I'm grabbing
Oh,
another
jeez.
bottle. I'm
I do.
listening.
I think managing people is not my strong suit. I'm more of a sales guy than a manager. And by having people that stay longer, I don't have to worry about constantly.
I'm not a great manager either.
But you like them. That's the thing, right?
I'm the same way,
Our
Jeff.
holiday party last night, we had the best time.
We got the
It was
drunkest.
so
Amazing.
fun. We all went out ahead of time. The 15 of them. We all went out beforehand, and then we all went out afterwards, and then we went to the holiday Compass party in between, and we had the best time. So they're just really nice, fun folks, and got a lot of Ohio people in my group too.
So-
Remind me of Ohio. people.
So you keep them. You retain talent. I do to me. I like retaining talent because I
Well,
treat
how do you do it?
So I treat everybody like family. I mean, I'm a dick some days for sure, 100%.
But we
like
all-
Same.
But that's normal,
But-
you guys.
but, like-
How are you a dick though? Let's talk about when
Don't
you're
you
in
watch
dick
it-
mode.
Don't you watch this podcast? Sometimes he's
Yeah.
a dick
But
in the podcast.
but don't you think it's just for the moment? Do you hold grudges?
No,
do you
I don't. I'm a
Nor do I.
guy. I hate to say it, but like,
I must
I'm the
be a
type of
guy,
person
too. I don't hold
I could
grudges
get in a fist fight and be fine in 2 seconds. Like I get my ass kicked, like you threw a really good punch.
Yeah.
Like that's how I grew up. But like, to me, if I'm gonna be with these people all day, we're family,
Yeah.
right? And like we have to really be there for each other. And like, yeah, I'm moody some days, and yeah, I'm crabby, and I'm a piece of shit some days, and I'll admit it. But like, my point is that like Jeff said, I pay my people well. I generally want them to succeed. And the reason that I'm such a dick some days to them is like, I always tell people like, I believe in you more than you believe in yourself. So if you're not going to step up and be like a winner,
Right.
like I don't want that loser mentality around me.
No, nor do I.
So if you're not willing to step it up a notch, then
Right.
don't work for me.
I agree
But
with
everybody that works for me, they want to be winners. They want to work hard. They take the jobs very seriously. And like ultimately, we fuck around a lot. Like we have a good time.
Because you have fun.
Right. But like
That's what I love about
when
this-
we come in
this-
and we say stupid shit and like people are like, you're going to get sued. Or, I'm like, fine,
Fine,
sue me.
sue me.
Like, what do I care?
what if- right.
Like,
Go
I'm
for
having
it.
fun. Like, if
I
I
know.
say stupid I'm not gonna say it here, but
No,
like the way we talk, but like
I know what you mean.
we have fun. And
It
like
was really fun yesterday. I've never been into your actual office.
Nor have
I've been
I.
to 375 Erie a million times.
Yeah.
Had listings in there.
We could have done like a podcast
But
tonight.
I've never been in there, so I had to go drop
Yeah.
off to Keith for our closing yesterday.
Yeah.
Once I figured out, once it all funded, but it's not a huge space.
no, we're small.
But it's cool. Like I had no idea. Like because I've seen obviously
Yeah.
a lot of your podcasts that you do out of there, your videos from there. But it's how. I mean, at least the room I was in. I don't know if you have other.
Nope,
rooms.
that's it.
It's like 20 by 30.
Yeah.
And they're all
It's
in it.
intimate.
But like, and there were 6 of them. Like at one table, like on stage.
Yeah.
And like, so I.
Yeah, we're all really
You
close.
have to like each other because it's a tight area.
I always say when we have new people come in, I always say you're gonna either like each other really quick or you're not, and you're not gonna last.
Right, and then there's the front door.
But I mean that in a good way. I
Yeah,
actually like my office outside of Compass's office is probably about the same size. But yours just feels like air traffic control in the best way.
Yeah, I mean,
We all have like separate desks. and
I also think
computers.
like
And
That's
that's
great,
not how,
Eric.
and that's not how yours felt. It had great energy.
I'm also like cheap in a lot of different ways. Like outside of wine, like I'm cheap, and like I'm like I don't need to spend $10,000 billion
On what?
on like making an office so people could like brag that I have this awesome
No,
thing.
because those people,
It's
because
like-
it's all for show.
So really quickly, just
Oh,
to stop
freak.
this for a second. So what I want to do tonight was take them down a ridiculously expensive road of wine. And La Jolla has 4 wines, okay? And,
Which one? I thought, is this the same one?
It is. So they have 4 different vineyards.
Okay.
Okay, that they make them from. And La Jolla is like literally like one of the most famous
I like this.
wines in Napa, okay? So we just had a 21 Spring Mountain. And now we're doing in 2019. So we just went up $1 a pound, okay?
Uh-oh, no more
2019.
This is getting into your class.
Howell Mountain.
We definitely are paying for Matt's dinner
Howell
tonight.
Mountain. So I'm slurring words already here. But so this is even a step up. This is probably their most famous. This is a 100 pointer, which means
100
it's-
pointer?
Yeah.
So when you go to Costco, it says 100 points?
I went into Costco.
this is
That's illegal. That's not American.
But we're doing big. So and that's
course
how much
we
I
are.
love you guys.
Yeah, we're
so
doing-
We appreciate
I wanted to make
So
sure
we're paying
you
for
guys had
dinner
it.
tonight
We're definitely tonight.
But
at the York Tavern.
Tavern.
I mean, it's probably one of the better places here.
It actually is.
But to get to the point though, how did you get to where you're consistently only $1 million plus?
In terms of volume, what?
Well, just like your average
The
price.
longer you're in this business, the easier it becomes, right? I mean, you don't see my name on park benches, and you don't see my name on like street. It's all referral and it's name recognition.
You don't pay for any leads or anything like that.
I've never paid for these.
You know what I'll
Do
say?
you?
Yeah.
You do?
Well, we're a Zillow Flex partner.
So what's going to happen now at Zillow with this whole
Nothing. So,
situation?
like, if you look at
That
that's
aside, I hope it changes.
it won't. But
It won't? Because
No.
I've been...
We're on different sides of the opinion of that.
well, listen. So Zillow makes up
I've never
12%
used
of
Zillow
our
before.
business. 12%.
And how does that work for you? Like, explain that.
So
Say it again, how much?
12%. So I will tell you that I was the very first person in Chicagoland area to get on Zillow. And I'll never forget how I got on Zillow is that I used to like reverse SEO real estate because I had no business. So
Okay.
I started in the end of 06 and I would Google, actually I would Yahoo,
Yeah, I
like
was
real
gonna say,
estate, and websites would come up. And one time Zillow came up in 2009. And then I was talking to the 6 people that worked there and they were selling zip codes. And the first zip code I bought was 60605 because that's the South Loop, and that's the closest from my dad's office in the South Side of Chicago to get to. And it was $5,000 to buy in, and I had negative like $3,500 in my bank account. So I put my entire life savings on there, and thought to myself, if I'm either going to make it or I'm going to go bankrupt. And the next like week or so, I went to a guaranteed rate holiday party at
G-rate.
Martini Ranch. And
Oh my God.
Martini Ranch?
Oh my
Yeah.
God, that's like going to Cairns.
And I'll never,
Totally. We talked about
I'll
that
never forget,
earlier.
like Ames and some other big
Oh my God,
brokers
yes.
were in the corner, and I walked up to them. I was so nervous. I was in like my Express shirt and fucking pants,
Aw.
and I was like, "You guys are like, I look up to you guys. Like, how do you guys like what are you guys doing for advertising? Like CS Magazine, and we're putting our names on bus boards or whatever, and blah blah." And they said, "What are you doing?" I said, "Well, I just put my entire life savings on this company called Zillow." And I said,
No
I
way.
think people are going to search online for homes, and this is going to be the future." And they all said, "Who's going to go look online for houses?" I'll never forget that in my life. Everybody said that to me, and I said, "Well, I think that's a big thing."
Who else was in that room?
And they laughed at me so badly. I'm not joking that I was so embarrassed that I left the party. I got my car and left.
For real?
100%. I swear to God, on my mother's life. that happened.
believe you.
And so I left, and I was driving home. I was second guessing myself. I was like, man, this is everything I got. And 2 days later, I got my first lead, and it was at 10 East Ontario. And I met the people. I sold myself. I closed them on that place, made my money back just off that first sale. And I said, if I'm ever going to bet, I'm going to bet on myself. And at least this gives me a way to ring my phone, because I didn't know anybody downtown. We grew up in the South Side, so I didn't had any connections.
So it started your business, basically.
So it gave me
generating
a way for the phone to ring.
Yeah.
And then that was my foot in the door. And I rode that wave for 3 or 4 years. And that's how I built my business.
Amazing.
To be able to make the phone call. And I just always said that if I can meet somebody, I feel like I'm a really good talker.
You are
that,
talker.
like
no one would argue that. Fair.
But
fair.
But so I just need that chance, and that gave me that chance.
That's fair.
The open door.
And so now where it's at today, I'm not disagreeing that Compass and all these people who hate them. I do think there's a lot of.
I read some stuff about Zillow, but I never used them. So, but it's interesting to understand the other side of.
I think the problem I have with them is the fact that, there's a lot of people who don't say you're not the listing agent, which I think is bad business. So if I get a lead, we have in our follow-up email, we are not the listing agent.
Oh, so
you were given I say I could share the blanket email. It says you were given our information because we're one of the top realtors in Chicago. Okay.
That's smart.
And then we have our spiel of here's my buyer's guide and blah, blah, blah. They don't like that I do that because they almost want you to be a little bit more misleading, which I don't like.
Opaque is the word I use.
Right. So, my point is, but when you say that, so Zillow's getting sued right now and stuff like that over the ZHL transfers, it won't mean anything because they're not forcing you to use them. You're just making them get approved, which is not a RESPA violation. So that's why they'll be fine. Now, do I understand why Compass would be mad? Because you have, I have a lot of listings, you have a lot of listings. Is it right that somebody like me gets leads off your listings? I think that's debatable.
I would agree with that.
God, I don't deal with any of this in the North Shore.
Yeah, but
nothing like this. Well, actually, there's one person.
We get I don't get leads up north at this point, right? But I'm saying is that
But do you know who gets leads up in the North Shore?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. He definitely knows.
Yeah.
I know a handful.
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
My point is that we are at 12% conversion ratio of leads. So my entire book of business, 12% now comes from Zillow. It used to be 100% back in 2009. By 2013, we went to 50%. By 2019, it was I think
which is
20%.
It's more
and now
profitable if you don't have to.
If you can start a business, that's a great way to start a business.
40% back, right? So now it's just
oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So now, that's not how it was before.
Wait,
Zillow
go back
is
to
worth more money than all the other real estate companies in the country.
Take me back to this. You have to pay them once you get a lead?
Well,
I mean, of course,
no. That
how does that work?
That happened in 2021.
That's how there's options. There's optionality.
Well,
on how you
not
can use
anymore.
Zillow.
Now it's just flex.
Okay.
First off, I'm just making me sound like a douche, but I literally, and I'm on video, I've called everything that would ever happen on Zillow. I said about how they would go from market-based pricing to then, because they used to have market-based pricing, and I would always buy in December because everybody was broke in December. So what I would do is everybody would pull all their zip codes, and I would get 60601, which is one of the most sought after zip codes. That would normally be $7,000 a month. I'd get for $1,500 a month and I'd lock that pricing in for the year.
Wow.
Which means I would get 100 leads
a whole other business.
a month for $1,500 a month because everybody was broke at that point. So I used to have a strategy, and when 14 and 15 hit, it kind of started to change. And then in 20 hit, I said, you guys are going to start going referral base, and I knew that would happen. And then we became a beta tester for them for the referral base. And then they went to 40. It started at 20, then went to 30, then went to 40. So now every lead you get from them, you have to pay 40%. And in all honesty, I will tell you,
it's a lot. Although
it's like reload.
But
that's like reload.
But here's the
people
thing:
buy a house for $400,000 or $600,000, and 5 years later,
they're right.
Not even 5 years.
Selling and they're buying.
We have
again.
Right.
You're not paying that. So
right.
Also,
it's not forever. So
no,
it's
just
that one
once.
transaction.
But if you look, and not sound like a jerk, but we have statistically the most listings in the city for the last 4 or 5 years in a row, and they're all 200 to 400, a lot of them, right? Probably half, and they all come from those things we had. So it's good referral basis on it.
Yeah.
And if you do a good job, you'll get them back.
To your point, you sell yourself, and if you do it well, you'll get the referrals back.
Right.
And if their mom or sister or neighbor wants to buy a house,
you get that.
They're going to call you, and they're not paying 40%. You're not paying 40%.
Yeah, but you guys are missing a very important point. You have to be quality to get the repeat business. So where you're smart is that if it's not quality, then you're not getting the friend or the mom. So
if you're not getting 3 sales off of each lead, I always say, then it's not worth it.
Yeah.
But the problem is that I think a lot of people get into it. They use it as now what they want you to do is like I get in trouble because they want me to get out of sales.
What do you mean?
You have a boss with this thing, right?
Oh my God, it's like the mafia.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
And the phone rings on Saturday.
you guys,
888
this is-
shows up right
No. You have a meeting. You have a meeting. In
I
2
love
weeks,
my business.
and they tell you to get out of sales. You're essentially
What?
work for them. Okay.
Oh, this
And-
sounds terrible.
Whoa. I run a
It
di-
wouldn't work for you.
I
It doesn't work for me.
I run
But
it differently.
It doesn't mean it doesn't work for me.
So now the mafia boss calls you and says
the
what?
mob.
It says what?
They tell you certain ways to do it. I don't
this
follow
is
the
what
rules.
we
That's
do.
why my leads have gone down. Okay,
I would
that's just a fact.
You don't need
because
this anymore. You're done.
I don't, but
Drop
in
it.
November and December, it's good to have.
Laricy, be done. Let's move on.
Let's here. You gonna try this new one?
No, because I haven't.
course.
You guys, I haven't.
Take the rest of that down, please.
Jesus, you're making me chug.
So you kind of
This is $200
I have a
a
couple
sip.
different issues with Zillow, and way before I ever worked at Compass, I had my issues with them.
Wait.
But I will tell you, my biggest issue is what you hit initially: transparency. You're transparent.
Yep.
Other
Yeah.
agents are. For
Yep.
25 years, or
Yep.
whenever Zillow started, how many times have I
2009.
walked up to a house? And the buyers walk up and they're like, "Oh, hi Jeff, it's nice to meet you." And then this random broker's there, and they had no idea.
I hate it.
This person got stuck in the middle, but
It's terrible.
because most agents aren't transparent.
So
And haven't it changed now, or it should have changed.
It
last
hasn't
August.
changed.
Oh,
It's illegal.
I can't believe
It's
you
not
guys.
a whole
illegal.
different
It's not illegal
conversation.
because you can. Zillow sends a Zillow tutoring agreement the minute the lead comes out, and they sign the tutoring agreement, which is legal.
Oh, okay.
So like
So you don't have to have a buyer's
the
agreement
problem
every
is-
time you show them a house.
yes, you have to have a Zillow tutoring agreement, which is a buyer's agreement. It's a different
But
form.
Zillow does it for you.
Correct.
Well, that
So
makes sense. I didn't know that.
So my main point is that I think
I can't believe we're talking about Zillow this long. Screw
That's
Zillow.
been a long time.
Yeah,
Alright, we'll get
I
off
don't
it.
care.
Let's-
We don't give a shit about Zillow. Like, let's talk about this is the
Let's
problem
talk
with
about
Zillow.
Mickey.
What?
Or is that mini?
Whoa! Before you get into that, take a smell.
I haven't
Just
Yeah.
smell
this
this.
yet.
Yeah,
This is-
I
This
mean,
is disrespecting your wine.
This
Yeah,
is
right.
this is the 100-pointer. Then let's get
wait.
to Mickey.
And how much more money is this bottle from the other one?
Probably because it's 2 years older. Probably about $200 more.
So $850?
We're definitely buying dinner tonight.
100%. I
How
told
good
you.
is this though? It just goes down. This is what I say is like if you get in a wine like this
This
is
feels like it actually has more body, but
Do you
definitely
get
more
hungover
fla-
from this in the
it's-
morning?
so this is going to be more. You see that
It's a little more acidity.
Yeah.
right?
that fair?
Because Howell Mountain it's a more of a earth based. So this is like river rock
you
almost
like
in
this?
your mouth.
I
it
like
gets
this.
you.
I do.
Gets you in the jaws a little bit more.
The
That
first
last
one
one's
was
fruit
just
forward,
easier,
smooth.
smoother. This one is like
That's why I
a wine
said you on that.
connoisseur like this.
It's a good
one.
thing we
That's
Ubered
why you
tonight.
warmed us up.
Jeff, it's a good thing we Ubered
Remember
tonight.
what I said on spring line?
There was never a chance of me driving here.
I know,
Even
nor-
though it took an hour and 20
That
minutes.
jaw
$200
where you almost have
Uber.
like a little bit of like spit almost like coming in your
204.
mouth because of it. You notice that?
We haven't
Yeah.
even tipped yet. Call it 250.
Okay. Fair.
This is good.
This is
I just
really-
like introducing people to really good wine.
No. This is really good.
I don't know what I'm
100 point.
drinking, but I guess I'm just going to go along with
It's
it.
100 points.
So now we'll get back into Mickey.
Oh.
And sorry about the Zillow thing.
No,
Oh, yeah, that went on too long.
You guys,
That's
Yes.
all-
no.
It's the topic of the world right now. I mean, in our world. It's
no,
a big
I-
deal.
Well, I do. The only thing I do want to say
It
is that I-
bothers me that Zillow does nothing. And I'm going to be honest. They are just lead factors. They do Zillow estimates, and they're not the
Those
agents.
estimates I hate.
But
But
here's,
the agents are not like there's. Like,
I don't disagree with
So
that.
I'm so sick of it. We work our
But
asses off, and like
we all
Zillow
do.
comes involved. And it's like, why are we talking about like the stepchild?
By the way, you keep this covered. You're keeping this covered.
But I will tell you. Let me just.
No,
let me-
but I'm so sick of Zillow.
I want to finish one
Zillow
point though. Is that
estimates.
like now you guys both work at the big companies, right? I'm a little guy. I'm a nobody, right?
Stop saying
But-
that. Now you're
but-
top five.
but I'm saying
I saw
that-
your Insta.
But
top five.
And by the way, at least
right.
I gave Jeff props. Jeff, by the way, for everybody out there, is my biggest idol in
Oh,
the
come on.
business.
And you said that.
And I did say that, and I will admit it that I've looked up to Jeff since I've
Jeff's
been in the
amazing.
business.
Jeff's the best.
And
of the
I
best.
appreciate you being here.
I'm going to cheers to Jeff too, since I've known
Yeah.
him longer than you.
Yeah.
But Jeff is iconic for real estate and for Chicago.
And by the way, I think one of the main reasons that I wanted him to say, but he didn't say, is that
what?
when Jeff sells a house, I would like to know how many people you get that that you represent the seller on, that the buyers that bought the house end up using you.
A lot.
In 2 or 3 specific neighborhoods, it happens.
Jeff, that's
I
a
will
lie.
tell you
all
that
the time.
I've never.
No, but it's neighborhood.
No, he's lying.
I
He's
almost,
being-
I almost get nervous
you
when
get
I
it all the
have
time.
clients that buy stuff off him because
They like him.
he's so likable.
'Cause-
And even my people who just bought that were like, he's such a good guy.
But do you want to know why? Because Jeff doesn't get in your face, and he's not trying to be something he's not.
He's relatable.
And he's down to earth, just like from Ohio.
Really nice compliments. Sorry, I'm not used to being complimented.
But I will say, I think it's hard.
We've both been battered.
But like most of my business is in 2 or 3 specific. We work in anywhere on the north side. But Bucktown, Lincoln Park, and Lakeview has always been my biggest market, especially Southport Corridor and Bucktown.
Which is
I've lived most of my Chicago life in Bucktown. Had an office on Southport because that was my first place. But you can't go to a park in the Southport corridor that doesn't have my name on it because I donate back.
Right.
And I know you guys are very philanthropic.
I need to do a better job at that.
But
I get the money.
in Bucktown, we put the money.
Zillow has it.
But I didn't always have it. But when they did the 606, I was one of the people that helped raise money for the 606.
Yeah.
Amazing.
But I'm not. I work so much, I can't do it all that frequently. But I've always given back as much as possible in every school that asks me and things like that. So, but I do it in this specific areas.
Right.
So it keeps people with my name in front of people, aside from just.
But I do think
That's wonderful.
But the overall, but I don't think what you understand. And I tell this to my guys all the time when they show listings, and we actually get a lot of buyers from when we show a listing. They'll be like, "Oh, your team is great. We actually didn't like our agent. We met him on Zillow, whatever."
Right.
And they come back to us. But every client I've ever had that bought one of Jeff's listings,
Jeff's normal.
always tell me like, "God, he's such a great guy," and I'm always like, "What the fuck does that mean?" No, I'm not nervous. I'm not nervous about it.
Wait,
But I'm saying that like, no, I'm a really good agent. So like, I hate to say it, but like, I do think I am. But I'm saying that like, 99% of people aren't. So like, how many people that are just we all meet them.
Do you know what Jeff Lowe is?
Huh.
He's the guy you go to the Cubs game with.
Yeah.
And then you go to Murphy's afterwards for a beer, and then you have a cigarette.
I do. I am.
Do you already
But
smoke all the time?
I'm just saying like, you get. There's got to be so many people who are like they buy it. And they're like, I don't know. Jeff was like 10 times better than the person I worked with. Like, why would I not use them when I sell?
Because he's approachable and he's nice.
Right. And you know
can't
the
tell
areas.
me the same thing doesn't happen to you guys too.
It
But
does,
it's
but
also
like
the longer you're in the business,
right.
And I really try to promote my properties, not me as much. Getting back to what we talked about earlier,
Great point.
You're on video all the time, and you are some. I'm on as much as I have to be, but
Well, it's not very natural for you.
I feel like I'm getting a little bit better at it. But
gotta
I walk in and talk about the house.
After you get a couple glasses of wine, he's getting better at it. Now he's like, all right, fuck it.
Just like,
Leaning back.
Talk about the neighborhood.
Just
You
like,
talk about
welcome to the
Chicago.
Southport corridor.
Yeah.
And you're like, come on inside.
What's the thing you have here?
All right, I just decided to bring you guys each something.
Oh, good.
Matt brought you this for your
The size of this thing.
I know Matt's going to tell me that this is a good bottle, but not a great bottle.
A POS.
But when I turned 40, which was a couple minutes ago, a buddy of mine bought me a large magnum of Silver Oak, and everybody signed it, and so I just remember that. So I wanted to bring you that just to have in your collection, which you'll probably give away.
Wait, thoughts about Silver Oak?
Silver Oak is a staple in Napa. It's very good.
I've actually been to that vineyard.
It's very good. It's not La Jolla good, but it's a very, very respectable and very
Pretend
good
it's a
vineyard.
purse brand. What purse brand would it be?
It would be like a Tory Burch.
Not a Gucci or even a...
No,
not
a
Fendi?
Gucci would be like a La Jolla, and then like a Fendi would be, or
What would
a
be a Louis
Burqa.
Vuitton?
A Louis Vuitton would be like Promontory.
What the hell is that? Where's
I
that?
Promontory.
That's a Harlan, and then like a Burqa would be like a Harlan.
Oh,
And then like whatever the best would be Screaming Eagle.
Jesus. Where's
So-
that? We missed that.
Well, Screaming Eagle is like $4,000 a bottle.
Oh, we're not good enough for that.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe you are $30
No.
million double.
No, I'm
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
So I had a little snafu here, but if anybody knows Jenna, they know that she loves all things Disney.
I'm a junkie.
Half the time I call you, I'm like, "Are you at Disney?" And half the time you say yes. So we had a snafu, but I bought you a really cool limited edition.
I love this, Jeff.
That's not what this is because we ordered it signature required on accident by house, which I'm never at my and so it's coming back to us.
It's amazing.
But it looks like this. But you told me earlier you don't love Donald, so maybe.
No, I told Matt's
it's signed
son
by
that
national
Goofy's
artists.
my favorite, but
So
this is
in the
amazing.
meantime, we'll give this to your kids if they want it because it's just something we threw together.
I mean, Donald Duck is great. So.
Oh, you didn't tell me it's a Carlton.
I didn't know what that.
Oh, I have a lot of Carlton
What's
stuff.
a Carlton?
Do you have that one?
Not this one, but when they do the Wine and Art Festival, it's
In Epcot?
Club. What
You
do
guys
call
are
it? Club 33.
You guys are mean to me.
What is
No,
Club 33?
You guys are abusive. Thank you. This is amazing.
Well,
and
but this
and
is
I didn't
the
realize it
second
was a.
poster
I
for
did
it.
not realize that it's. I did not realize that it was.
Well, this was a gift equivalent to that, and I just
Jeff,
I love you guys. And I'm
I
thinking about
actually
giving
think
this
my
and
art might be more valuable
Well, I
than his
appreciate the
wine.
gift.
Well, I
Thank
brought a
you.
gift too. Bring out my gift. Let's play a game.
Well, I haven't seen your.
Well, I don't just pull that pot. Let's.
Oh yeah.
Let's have Laricy look this up. So this is
And then,
okay.
Penfold?
Oh,
From
wait.
Australia? Or did you get the Napa one?
so long. She's not.
I'm not going to give any background to this. Okay?
Okay.
Let's Google this and see what it's worth.
It's $800 bottle.
Decent.
Here.
Last time you told me I was cheaper and I bought a $300
Let me
bottle.
see, I'm just gonna Google it. I'm gonna.
So is it more expensive than what we're drinking?
If that's a Penfold from Australia, yes.
Really? Should we open?
I would actually, I'm not joking around,
What?
dying to try that. And
Well,
I actually told
this is like being on an African safari. It's one of a kind. I heard.
Shiraz.
It's a
That's what
Shiraz
you're
from. Yeah, I've heard some. Now again,
So Penfold is one of the most famous
I'm not
wineries in the
responsible.
world.
I'm not
Yes, yeah.
responsible for this.
Well,
Someone.
You are. That's not true. I would. Disagree
No,
with
I'm
that.
not, because someone at Properties is responsible for this that I
I
talked
know,
to was
but
amazing.
but they owe you
And-
everything, so they should give you. Any
I will
bottle
tell
wine
you
want
that
anytime you ask
this
for it.
is a 100% like primo one. I know Penfolds very well.
Screaming Eagle level.
No,
But-
but it's
I mean,
it's
it's
not a DRC level. DRC is most
Nemo,
expensive.
can we take a
bottle
picture of this? Just let's do a picture of this, because I have to have Laricy. I'm going to Instagram this. You guys get it. We're
Okay.
going to explain. This is like, is this top end real estate for like wine?
wine. This is a $32 million. No, not 32.
There we go.
But it's a very
Okay, good.
Is it
Penfold.
better than our $4.5 million?
My
sale?
connection did not
Yes.
disappoint me then.
No,
I had-
it would be like a 4.5.
I had
wine.
nothing to do with this, by the
It's
way.
the $4.5 million sale bottle of wine, is what he just said.
Yeah, it's not a $30 million bottle would be
like a
like
Charcot.
DRC.
Or what
DRC is
about
$15,000 a bottle.
what about that Chateau Margaux?
So Chateau Margaux,
How much is that a bottle?
it depends on what year. So the best
A
years.
case of that I just did.
Okay, so a case of well, it depends on the year.
Well, it seemed expensive.
What year was it?
I have no idea.
So you could get a bottle.
I knew the
so,
answer.
so
I
you,
knew the question. I knew the
so,
answer.
so you could get a bottle of Chateau Margaux 2020, and it would cost you about $400 a bottle.
Oh no, this definitely
If
wasn't
you
that.
got a bottle of 2009 or 2010, which are premier years, okay, those are $1,200 a bottle.
That's probably more
So-
what I had.
So like, and then if you want to go in the 80s, like 82. So if you ever watch that Jobs movie with Ashton Kutcher,
Oh, yeah.
when they're
Before he
backstage,
was-
he goes, "We're gonna open up a 1982 Chateau Margaux."
Okay.
That was.
feeling better now.
That's a.
I don't feel. I feel like I can.
I know left bank and right bank Bordeaux is like the back of my hand. I have like a photographed memory with wine about that. I could tell you every year that's good, which ones are bad. You know that 2008 in Bordeaux was one of the worst years in history, but it's the most expensive. And the reason is because 8 is a lucky number in China, so the Chinese bought it up so much.
That's amazing.
And it's the shittiest wine that you'll ever drink in Bordeaux, but it's the most expensive. So never buy an
Interesting.
08 because it only got bought up because of the Chinese.
now
that's a
we're
fact.
now we're going to China.
That's right.
But I'm saying to me it's like I love wine because Napoleon and Thomas Jefferson actually decided what the best wines are going to be. So if you go left bank, if you go French wines, they do it off of growth. So first growth, second growth, third growth, fourth growth, fifth growth, and then Chateau. So first growth wines is Chateau Margaux, Lafite Rothschild, Mouton.
You're looking at me like I can have this conversation.
My
I
point
can't
is,
have this
but
conversation.
my point is,
We're not gonna remember.
the people who determined what the best wines in the
Meanwhile,
world were.
he's having
were,
a conversation with the wall.
But my point is, listen.
Definitely go right past.
And you would think when I sell that, I'd have all these like.
As somebody that's selling a $34 million place, my point is that like the fact that the people who created the wine system was Thomas Jefferson and Napoleon. That's pretty
Which is
fucking
amazing.
That's pretty
badass.
amazing.
My
And they
son-
sat
my son would
in-
love that.
They
Jack would love
sat
that.
in a fucking cellar and it was like, which ones do you guys think are the best?
Yeah.
And that's who decided.
Let me ask you a question. If you're going to Napa, Calistoga, out there, like quality of wine obviously lends itself to like the quality of the vineyard. But like, what's your favorite experience in terms of going to a vineyard?
Great question.
Because I've only been to Napa 3 or 4 times.
You guys, maybe we should do a
you never-
podcast out there.
Yeah, I will.
You guys, let's do
Maybe
it.
you are going to go.
You guys, we need to. I will.
So
I'll
hire
do
the-
it.
I'll hire
my goal is
driver?
to buy a place
Okay.
in Yountville. That's like my
Yountville.
dream. That's my dream.
We have
and-
dreams tonight.
Like what? But vineyard wise.
So I like sitting down and like hanging out with the people who like own the company. So like Futo right back here. This guy's a billionaire from Illinois. He owns like one of the biggest medical companies in the world. And you sit down with him, who
that's cool.
who built $1 billion company, and you're like, hey,
Which company is that?
I can't remember the name.
I probably worked for him.
Yeah, but he tells you a
probably sold
story,
him a house.
or like how we give out brand. So she was Steve Jobs' right hand person, and she sat down with me, and she's like, hey, I heard you buy about a bunch of wine. I heard you're coming in today, and she told me like the best Steve Jobs stories in the world. And you sit with her, and she tells you like
B Jobs?
Steve Jobs.
Oh.
Like
Oh my
B
God.
Jobs. Jesus Christ. But like my point is like
We're on the same wavelength.
So Fairchild behind you or over here, he was the secretary for what's his name? Reagan.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah, and he was from Nebraska, and he tells his story. So I like going to small vineyards, which are very expensive, where these guys make billions of dollars, and then you sit with them and they tell you how they made it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's just like we're normal people. We're fucking
Yeah.
nobodies, and you sit down with the guy that like
That's amazing.
created the environmental system for America, and he tells you how he did it. Or Brand, how she made the iOS system for Apple. So Apple iOS system didn't exist. She created it, and she's like, here's how I did it. And she's like, Steve Jobs used to fucking fire me every day of the week, and you're like, this is pretty sick.
That's fascinating.
Porter,
I knew you were gonna
Porter
say
right
that
here.
the main-
Porter right here made this the floppy disk. So the floppy disk came from him, and that's what made him billions. And you sit with him. He's like, here's what I did and how I made. So it's like you sit with them, and
Matt,
it's
I'm
like,
going to help you out with something
great.
right now.
Go ahead.
You asked me how I do luxury and how I got to what I do.
Mm-hmm.
You know more about luxurious wines than I do. Okay, so hold on a second.
Mm-hmm.
Take your skill set, which is high-end luxury wines,
Mm-hmm.
and apply it to real estate.
I do that. Yeah.
I've never seen it.
Well, I do it with.
More competition. I look at Becky from Lake River North.
I do it with my clients when we walk in a wine cellar.
No, you're
And we did create the Laricy Uncorked because I think it makes us a little bit more loose, have more fun. We talk about wine as part of the things we talk about, introduce it to people, and have fun with it. So that's what we're
Yeah,
trying
but
to
you
do.
missed the big piece of that, which is the quality of wine.
Yeah. Well, it's
There's a really big compliment somewhere in there.
I think so.
There was.
100%. Like my point is you have like a whole like little infrastructure nailed that you probably haven't touched upon. And oh wow, we're really going for it.
We try to.
He and I.
Let's go.
What movie was that? Oh, it was in Top Gun with Goose and Maverick.
Oh, God. I saw that. I popped up on Instagram like last
the best
night.
movie ever.
Oh.
I mean, that's what it was for
She's
Halloween.
lost it.
Was Maverick.
I love
I
that.
still love
Goose,
fucking.
she's lost it. What do you mean?
What do you mean?
She's lost it. I love you. No, she hasn't.
No, she hasn't.
No, she hasn't, Goose.
Yes, she has.
I hate when she does
Just
that.
that.
So, what was your favorite? What was your favorite '80s movie? Because I say movies.
Can't,
aren't
okay,
as well as they
there's a
were.
couple. Can't Buy Me Love,
I love that one.
right?
Right.
Cindy Mancini, I love her Reva convertible. 16 Candles.
Oh, 16
Love,
Candles.
Long Done.
Brat Pack.
I love her. Dog,
There was
Grandpa's
a band in the
talking
city
to
going
you.
around. We were talking about this last night at the holiday party. There's a band called 16 Candles that does 80s stuff in the city.
Oh, how wonderful
Bill
is that?
Dwyer was talking about. He loves them. And
What's your favorite 80s movie?
I did. Is Top Gun 80s or 90s? Early 90s.
It's 80s. I think it's 88 or 89.
So good.
About Last Night, I think is an
Oh, with
awesome
Demi
movie.
Moore and
Yeah,
Rob
and it's
Lowe.
all Chicago.
Oh my God. And they went to that one bar. Oh.
Butch.
No. She was like,
Not Butch McGuire's. Right.
remember she was in the
next door.
rain? She was like, you broke me.
Yeah.
They went to that little stupid diner.
What about
and they-
Ferris Bueller's? Was that 80s?
Of course.
Yeah, that's amazing.
I like-
but of course it's Chicago. I love that too.
What was the babysitter one? God.
Which one?
There was a babysitter one. Something.
Oh,
and that was
Adventures in
in Chicago.
Babysitting with
Adventures
Elizabeth
in
Shue.
Babysitting. That
She
was
is so
unbelievable.
hot.
God, she was hot then.
She's
Do
still,
you know what I
by the
love?
way, she's.
I think she's still hot.
You guys, she's 54 and she's
She's
gorgeous.
fucking smoking.
She's
But
still smoking, no makeup, natural hair.
I'll tell you my
Did
favorite.
You see Demi Moore and Landman this week,
Loved her.
and she was about Last Night.
Demi
She
Moore.
was the one that when she was making the bed and she's like, there was that
And
soundtrack.
And in the bathtub.
Oh,
I had an aunt that
all
looks
the same.
just like Demi Moore, so it doesn't do it for me. She was a model and she married a billionaire. So,
well, that means she's
No.
she's Monty's wife
You
from
watch Landman
Landman.
though?
no, I haven't
I
gotten
did
to
last
it.
night. I watched 3 episodes. She is so amazing. She goes, and by the way, I paid for this fucking
For your
lunch. I'm
fucking
like,
dinner.
I got to
my
get into
God.
it.
Yeah.
I'm
She's
a-
a baller in that show.
I'm
Yeah.
a Breakfast Club is my favorite. It
Oh,
was
yeah.
also on my
Really?
birthday. So
Oh, that's fair.
it literally
Have you ever gone
the
to
day I was
Breakfast
born.
Club High School where they filmed the first like 6 scenes?
No.
It's in Niles West. It's like right off like by Pequod's and Morton Grove. It's amazing.
It literally took place on the day I was born. So yeah.
God, we're so much
actual-
older. Jeff.
Jeez.
No, 41.
Yeah, it feels like a lot. 10 and 11.
Yeah, I mean,
So.
but I mean, I think 80s movies were the best. But yeah,
The best.
80s and early 90s.
And actually,
but
my
like
daughter.
late 90s were just like,
Well, mid 90s. I always say look up
What?
happened in 92, the movies.
I graduated in 92.
One of the best movie years ever.
What? Which was what?
I mean, 92 just said like everything.
Well, my daughter, who's a sophomore at Tulane, she loves all the 80s movies too. They all love.
Yeah, 80s, 90s.
They
The
love
Brat
it.
Pack
And
was
they-
great.
And they love the music.
What was that one with Julia Roberts that she was in? The
Pretty
first
Woman.
one? No, before that, pizza
Mystic
one.
Pizza.
Mystic
Oh my
Pizza.
God.
Fabulous.
God, I love that movie.
When she takes all
watch
that
that,
water
like,
and dumps
once a
it on
year.
that career Porsche.
Yeah, I'm just saying like that's
That was my sister.
that was like the that's.
Have you ever
peak
been to
movies.
Mystic, Connecticut? It's
No.
magical.
I remember on the East Coast.
You don't need to go.
ever?
You know, I went to
Florida,
Nantucket.
there's part
Been
of
in New
Florida.
York.
Wait, I went to
I mean, I go
Nantucket the
Florida.
first time
But
this
I've
summer.
I've been to New York, but nothing else in there. I got no drive.
No.
Like, what are you gonna do there?
Can I tell you something? I'm with you.
What's over there? I just go to Disney. You know what I mean?
You
So
guys have something
wait.
so
I gotta ask. We gotta ask. Was it Disney 33 or what's it called?
Club 33.
What is Club 33?
But there is a big article that came out about, I remember reading it like in
What?
the New York Times about Club 33.
What
What did
is
it
Club
say?
33?
No, but it was all about it. And
But what did it say though? Because you can't say much about it when you're a member. But like, what did it say?
There were past members that were talking about it in the article. It's either Wall Street Journal or New York Times in the last 6 to 12 months.
What is Club 33?
She's a member, she can tell us.
So I can't.
How much does it cost?
I can't. I cannot just.
It's in the Wall Street Journal.
What did it say?
I don't remember.
Okay, well, I'm not saying anything,
Like
but
10,000 a year?
It's very
okay.
secretive because if she tells us, she might get kicked out.
actually,
Legit,
you cannot
right?
take any photos in Club 33. And ironically enough, because I was a Disney junkie my whole life with my parents, we always did Disney at the
Your
back
parents
end.
loved it too?
Well, my parents had a house in Captiva, Florida, and then at the back end of the vacation,
love
they would say
Captiva.
this. They'd be like this, "We're going to Disney," and I'm like, "Oh my God, this is amazing!" So we actually opened up the Grand Floridian. Like we've done tons of stuff in Disney, and so when Club 33 opened in Florida, not California, which was all corporate, I was with the VIP guide. I know you do VIP,
Yeah.
and I used to do VIP. The guide said to me,
Until she got elevated.
until
She's
the
now
guy,
she's
this is like
basically
10
private now
this is
at
10 years
Disney.
ago. The guy said to me, he was from Schaumburg. He goes, "I think it's time you should join the club." I'm like, "What club is that?" And he's like, "Club 33." We went through all these interviews. This is with my ex-husband and I. It was
Interviews?
interviews. And my ex-husband,
Real thing. I read about it.
no, it's actually really scary. And so we walked into this one boardroom, and my ex-husband was like, they're like, "What was your first memory of Disney?" It's like, "Oh, there was like a parade in the Confederate world," and I'm like, "Rich, stop!" I'm like, my first memory of Disney was when Grand Floridian opened, and we had down comforters, and then we went to the fireworks, and I knew everything because I was actually a Disney person. And so we got the email that week when we interviewed that you now are accepted into Club 33, and then the bill came, and my ex-husband's like, "I'm not paying this." I go, "Well, I am."
Yes, you are.
Is it north of $100,000?
I'm not
Okay.
I'm not answering any questions about money. And I said, "Well, I am." Well, at the time, it was
Yeah.
just ridiculous. And I was like, "We're going to do this." And so when I got,
I'm going to guess south of 100.
I am
it was
not-
probably a year ago that I read this.
well, this is like now looking back, like what I did, it was ridiculous. And now the book is closed, so you can't even get in unless you pay this. So it was like a really great investment. So when we were
Can
getting
you
it-
gift it to people?
well, this is
That's
interesting.
a good question.
Actually, so this is the thing. Now that I'm divorced, my ex still has access to Club 33, which is so amazing. My kids are Club 33 members for life. Whoever they marry, they get Club 33 if they want to with their kids. So what you actually invest in is a membership for life.
So are there like monthly fees? to
Yes,
this
there's an
situation?
annual fee, which is not bad. I mean, and there's all these perks, but it's
What's a perk?
okay. A perk is when you walk into the goddamn park and you can do anything you want. Is that a perk for you? Because it's a perk for me.
So like you could.
It's
Like,
just I have a headache and I just want to go to Space Mountain for one ride and then get a Diet Coke. Just walk up to the front of the line. And then you're done. You just want to maybe go jump over to Epcot and maybe go Frozen for a ride and just
So it's like VAP and steroids.
You just could do whatever you want.
How do you know? Like, do you have
It's
like
amazing.
a badge? Is it a thing around your neck?
No,
Probably on the
no,
watch.
Or they just know who you
Is that on
are?
a watch?
there's nothing. You guys, don't sound cheesy. There's no medallions and stuff like that. There's just, you basically know when you walk into the park, you have your card or whatever it is on your,
Is it the watch thing? You know
well,
those
there's an
watches
app.
they give
There's the Disney
Yeah, the
My
Disney
Experience
app's on
app.
your
So
thing.
then when you walk in and
They're
you
probably like, whoa. the
and it
party
makes
in
a
the
certain
seas.
it makes a certain sound.
Yeah.
It makes a certain sound. It's like, and then people are like, I've never heard that sound before. I'm like, okay. And then that's it. And then you just start your day off and there's no fighting.
When
and
are
there's
you going again? New Year's?
I already know.
28th to the 2nd.
So I just
Why
told
don't you go with them?
No, I told Nicole this. Well, I'll set you up
How
for
many
it.
guests can you take with you?
I
And you
can't
can do whatever you want.
I can't answer anything more than this.
Okay.
If someone I like is in the parks, all I have to do is make a phone call and make it magical for them.
Well, I have 4 kids, so make it as magical as you can. Yeah.
But you're not staying at the Four Seasons though. That's fake. We're not doing that.
You should
You're gonna
definitely
stay
stay
on
in the Four Seasons.
No, you guys. This is like.
How often do you leave town and stay in a hotel? Like,
Twice a year.
yes.
And where do you go? Disney.
4 seasons.
I mean,
But not at Disney.
This year's just Disney.
Okay, but Laricy, let me just cut to you. This is the problem with the Four Seasons in Disney. It's fake news, okay? It's just like, oh, there's not even a Mickey Mouse when you walk in. Do the Polynesian, concierge
Well, it
building,
was sold out,
Hawaii,
by
and
the way.
Lawrence is running the
But
front desk. No,
it was-
we're not doing that. You're done with the Four Seasons. The boat we're gonna talk offline about this. Why are you smiling at me? You know I'm right. This Four Seasons is bullshit.
Well, it's non-refundable at this point, but yes.
Okay, so
The Four Seasons is super expensive.
I'm
but,
not saying this is the thing about real estate. Money does not, what you pay does not equate to the experience. So if you want the real experience, you do the Hawaii building at the concierge level at the Polynesian, and the whole building's there. You watch the boat come in, and you can have breakfast with the kids. Yeah, I don't know why you guys
Jena.
are. Why is no one listening to me? You guys all have all this real estate business. I know real estate in Disney.
I think you should just hand over the dates you're going to be there and let her replan your trip.
Well,
Because that might include
Jeff would be
walking.
a very good husband. He's not fighting with me. He's just going with the flow.
I just think it makes sense.
It makes
I mean,
sense.
when it comes to
all I
Disney,
can tell
don't
you-
know much.
You could
all I
take-
can tell you-
How do you
well,
get
you
to the
gotta
park
drink
from the Four Seasons? To
I have a
take
car.
that-
They give you a car.
Yeah, those will suck. It's
Well,
not does a minivan come? I don't think so.
It actually does, but
Yeah.
pretty good. But anyways, so how's that? Does the $30 million sale get you free access to Disney 33 or what's or
Club 33.
Club 33.
Oh, no one has access to my stuff. That's separate.
So I have a question.
So-
What's your craziest real estate story? And I don't, and that's when people ask me that question, I have the hardest time. But I thought about it on my way here.
You did? You didn't tell me this.
I know mine right off the bat because there's nothing
Yeah,
that
Jen
will
and I
top
were on
it.
the phone, by the way, a lot of the way. She was coming from.
We were like,
Winnetka,
we
I'm
felt so
coming from
guilty.
the
I'm like,
and we're like, we had an hour and 20 minutes to kill.
Yeah.
And I started getting kind of car sick.
How did
Yelling
you?
all the time.
Yeah.
How did you guys become so close? How do you guys know each other so well?
It first started that I met you in the business, helping you with your. First
remember I was working
home.
for Ben,
selling parking spots.
right, but with Barbara Wendorf, who used to work for Joanne.
Barbara Windor.
She used to work
She
for
used to work
Joanne Nemorowski.
She's not in the business anymore. I can't
And
get
I-
it straight.
And
we
I
were
saw-
in the same office back then.
Right, and I was selling parking spots for the Omni West or Omni East across from the pump room. Do
And
you
that's
remember
when I
that?
met Sean
Pump
Conlon
room
and went
doesn't
to work with him.
exist anymore either.
What?
Pump room's not existing.
Yeah, but it now it's at some club downstairs or something.
But I thought that might be a good. So yeah, we first met when
He used
you
to wear
brought it home to the city.
he used to wear a trench coat. Jeff was the first person that had a Range Rover. Okay, let's just cut.
No, Sean had a Range Rover.
But you had
and
a
I always wanted to be.
But you had
that
a Range
guy.
Rover too. That's
Well,
that's
listen,
a lie. You did, and
You
you
know why I
smoked
got a Range
cigarettes and you
Rover?
had a trench coat on, like
I-
Ferris Bueller kind of guy. He'd like come
You know why I
out. He's
got
like,
a trench- you know why I
hello.
got a
What
Range
color
Rover?
was it? Was
It was beige, and he would come out of these Range Rovers. I'm like, who is? And he was always so nice. We always smelled like smoke. And I would watch. I'd watch.
And that's a fact.
We were like in our 20s.
Yeah, thank
and
God I
like,
quit smoking.
so have I mean, but we all kind of smoked in our 20s. Not you. You're 10 years younger, but we did.
Well,
and then
most
Jeff
people
would come out of his
smoked
like
in the
car,
80s, 90s. Yeah.
and he would like smell like smoke. And then it was like, it was.
Do you know why I bought a Range Rover? My idol, Sean Conlon, had one, and I had a Pathfinder that I flipped in a snowstorm on I-55
Really?
4 times and got ejected through the sunroof because I was probably smoking a cigarette and I didn't have my seatbelt on, which weirdly saved my life probably because I got ejected through it. And I'm like, fuck, I'm going to get a tank. And that's when I first had enough money to be able to buy it.
And you used to always have the Range
And I
Rovers
got-
that were like dark green.
They were all the same, blue, green.
But like they were dark. They were like very foresty colors.
Yeah.
It was never white or silver.
No. And I always bought them off the floor. Like I was like,
see, Matt, I really know him.
well, like, I'm a creature of habit. I've had 6 in a row.
I know.
I don't know as many as you do now. Although I did buy my daughter like the smaller.
You bought your daughter a Range Rover.
You did?
But the smaller Discovery.
I like them.
But it was a dealer car.
Yeah.
Like 90,000 miles.
Perfect.
Yeah, 100,000 on a car.
She won a Bronco. You can't even see out the windows in a Bronco.
Hey, listen,
My daughter has a Bronco, and there's
Wait until you have
it's
to
like
figure
plastic.
out-
It's like you're like living in plastic. It's like I feel like
16-year-old?
Yeah.
Did she work?
Yeah.
No.
you don't have a 16-year-old. What are you
No, my
talking?
kid's fucking.
But safety mattered more, and
Yeah.
I paid more
Yeah,
than I
to me,
ever thought I
safety
would
is-
for
yeah.
my first for my daughter for a car because I safety mattered more, so I paid up a little bit more.
As we should.
But yeah,
So I'll tell you my crazy story.
crazy story.
I was showing a place at 645 Kingsbury, and the agent didn't show up. She's a big agent, and she said, "Grab the
How
keys when
big?
you in." She's like consistent, like top 20 to 30.
She.
So
They're mostly she's.
she gave me the keys, or told me to grab the keys. I grabbed the keys. I walked in. I said, "What you normally say when you walk in vacant unit? Hello. You don't like
Oh,
this type
she's
of thing."
old.
So no, I just said that. I said like hello. Nobody was there. So
Yeah.
I walked in. I had it was a 75-plus-year-old couple buying in towner to be by their grandkids, and we walk into the second bedroom, and there was a guy with those like Beats headphones on with his pants down, just going at it, and we saw it all. And
Wow.
the best part was the mom or the grandma.
Is this for real?
Yeah, swear to God. She goes, I had 4 kids. She goes, I had 4 boys. She's like, go ahead and finish it up. We'll be in the kitchen. And
No
then
way.
And then they bought that place.
No way.
Dead serious.
I'm thinking about looking at Mickey Mouse, and you're talking about that. Jesus.
That's my craziest story. That's my craziest story.
I'm gonna go back to All American.
That happened.
What's yours?
Mine is I was selling a house in Glencoe, and my owner said to me, "I'm gonna leave the house," and I said, "Okay, great. Do whatever you want to do. Like I'll text you when the showing's over. I'll call you." And he was hiding in the closet in the master bedroom, and I saw his feet. I said to myself, "Oh my God, my owner is like literally watching the showing," and I could see the feet, like you could see, and I called him, and I'm like, "Hey, the showing's like out to say how the showing's going," and the phone rang in the closet. I'm like, "Motherfucker!" I'm like, "Oh
What
my."
a deranged.
It was one of those moments. I'm like, "This is really weird." He was like spying on me, and like he wanted to see if the people actually had the money to buy the house, and it was very weird. And then after the showing, I said, "I called you, and I heard your phone in the house." He's like, "No, that was my iPad." I'm like.
I saw your feet, dude.
I was like, okay.
Did you ever call him out on the feet?
No.
Even after you closed, you weren't like.
Jeff, I saw the whole light. I saw the movement. I saw everything.
That's really weird.
But
Are we trying to get to another bottle, or are we? Because.
No.
where are we going for dinner tonight? Where are you?
Well, it depends on what's open after this. So we'll wrap this up after this. Need more?
No, you guys are way ahead of me. I'm like an old soul, right, Emo?
Jeff, what's your...
It's funny. Like I anytime I have something super crazy or interesting happen, I try to because I have a terrible memory. I remember phone numbers, addresses.
That is
my
such a
contact.
lie. By the way, you always say that to me, and you remember everything. That's a lie.
Like, not like his like what year was this? Like those
I know,
things
but, like-
aren't- But I tell everybody in my group, we all should one day, separately or together, write a coffee table book about crazy fucking real estate stories. Right? There's no. Oh, was I supposed to? You F-bomb everywhere. Sorry.
No, I'm smelling the wine.
No, I meant sorry about the F-bomb. But then again.
Oh, yeah.
later.
That's just
Like
where
I'm
I
an
was at.
So I
African
was thinking
safari. I'm
about that on
selling
my
the
way
wine.
here, and I've got a million, and we all do. But the one I'll never forget was when I was 25 years old, and I was doing rental showings.
Oh my
And
God,
this was
rentals.
This was in Old Town, 1500 block of Hudson. Which
Wait,
is not
of
the
Hudson?
Same, not the same 1500 block of Hudson is today.
But that was like bad news back in the day.
It was.
This is like the 60s.
Wait,
How old do you think I am?
Jesus Christ. Wait, is that by wait, hold on a second.
It's at 2 blocks where I live right now.
I know,
actually.
but-
anyway, it's like right.
Is that by Twin Acres? Wait,
Yes,
okay.
just south
okay.
of there and west of there.
Okay.
But anyway, the story is I was representing an Irish builder who's built a brand new.
Go figure.
Yeah, built a brand new
Wait,
three
Jeff,
flat
we
for
asked-
rent.
Did you like deal with the Irish mafia all the time? I just watched that show, The Guinness, the series. That was like a lot of Irish mafia stuff.
I don't think the guys that...
Did they ever like threaten you?
No, I mean, all the Irish builders in
They all
Chicago,
loved
the
you.
smaller guys, they were all like, I met them through Sean Conlon, who was Irish, but they're all from this tiny little town called Termacady. And so it wasn't like, they're building 3 flats at a time.
What's
There's
that
no
White Lotus
mafia.
guy? The White Lotus town?
But they're not,
Lotus.
they're
it's a
like
great
one like little mom and pop.
But you did a lot of like Irish, like back when we were in our like late 20s to 30s.
So you're working with the mob, and what happened?
So anyway, they have a brand new 3 flat for sale.
Yeah.
But for rent. This is for rent. And back in the day, when they were trying to figure, everyone was tearing out copper and stuff in these areas if you weren't. So I walk in the front door, and it was just studded out at this point. And I get up to the 2nd floor. I'm walking these people through. Actually, I walked it first before they came through. And I walk up, and I'm like, oh, there's dog shit in this place. Like, what's going on? These guys had hired Dobermans to protect their building
Why?
because everyone would break in and steal the copper. I'm on the 2nd floor of a traditional 3 flat on Hudson.
Wow.
With 3 Dobermans coming at me. I had to jump out the front, like Juliet balcony. Now I would have died. Back then, I probably twisted my ankle. But like I had 3 Dobermans chasing me out the front door, and I had to jump out the 2nd floor balcony, going straight.
And you made it?
I'm still here.
Wait.
Otherwise, they would have had dinner.
By the way, I just saw The Beast in Me in Netflix when the
I haven't
dog.
watched that yet.
Oh my God.
Everyone tells me that's
Have you seen The Beast in Me? The dog.
He doesn't really watch. You have?
No.
It's like you haven't seen.
Well,
I don't watch
do
TV.
nothing.
Seen The Beast.
What do you do at night?
I don't get home till too late. I don't watch TV.
He does this all the time.
No, he does not do this all the time. That's a lie.
Yeah.
He has to go up and put his pajamas
Anyway,
on at some point.
that was I
That's scary.
almost died.
I don't like dogs, like watch dogs at night. Those freak me out.
We're gonna wrap it up.
Oh yeah.
Go to dinner.
Should we have some final words for tonight?
Final words. What do we got? Final words.
Yeah, final words.
What do you got?
Well, I love being here tonight because I don't like really being on camera, and I don't really like doing podcasts, and I don't like doing anything that's remotely visual because I always want to focus on my real estate versus myself. But when Laricy and Lowe said, let's do something, and then you threw out some dates, I'm like, we're in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have to for for Disney.
I know. Stop. But I
It's
think
for
you're...
Walt. It's also my dad's name.
Really?
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh my
Damn.
God.
He's actually I would have been Walter S. Lowe III, but he didn't like his name, so he named me Jeff.
Then you should have,
What's Chef after?
If I had a dog,
Not Walt.
if I had a dog, I'd call
He
it
hated
dog
his name for some reason.
Disney. But that's besides the point.
Of course you were.
But
But to Laricy, like, I think you're amazing. I think you do an incredible job.
I appreciate it.
And
yeah.
you're so fun and normal. And Nicole's amazing and beautiful. Thank God she's married to you. So wait. I'm gonna go backwards. Thank God you have her.
Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely.
Right. And to Jeff, we've been together for a long time.
18 years.
Long time.
Longer than some marriages. Okay, well, I was married for 18 years. So like it's like a long.
I'm 22 or 23 and counting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So thank
Trying
God
to
for us
stop
that
counting,
like
but it's not working
I think
really
for our business it's kind of scary that we have to always recreate tradition
For sure.
and stability. And I think all of us do a great job making sure that we work for our clients so well, and more importantly, we love what we do. I know I love what I do.
Here's why I'm so happy I'm here tonight, okay? Because you two. People always say to me, like, Jeff, you just tell it how it is. Well, I don't. If there's a sugar coater in this room, it's me. You two tell it absolutely how it is and how you think and how you
Which
feel.
is ironic because you just feel like us don't get along with each other. Like
I
you
thought we get along.
Oh, see,
No, but most people that have strong
your types
personalities-
you're saying.
Oh, yeah.
No,
don't
but,
like really
nobody
like
nobody speaks their mind more in our business that I know than the two of you. And you guys absolutely crush it. And your clients clearly appreciate that. You do it on podcasts and all the time online and to your clients. You just tell your clients. You F-bomb your own clients all the time and they appreciate it.
Right.
Maybe they F-bomb. And you're from Hinsdale and you're crushing Winnetka. Which is ironic. Yeah, sorry.
wish my mother was here. We'd be crushing Hinsdale together.
Yeah.
Because
And
you
we
love
did-
all the Hinsdale brokers.
Actually,
Outside of that,
I will tell you, I love, my heart's been in Hinsdale my whole life. I went to Hinsdale Central.
Yeah.
I think it's an amazing town. I love everything about it. So maybe I need to have like a team member come out here and like screw you up
But
a
then
little
you have to
bit.
have a
Yeah, I
team.
mean, you should.
Or I
Yeah,
just give all my
absolutely.
business to you.
Yeah, either way. So,
I think
either way, I appreciate you guys both coming out
right.
tonight.
And
Cheers,
thank you for the
guys.
Cheers,
delicious,
guys.
Be
expensive
careful on the
Yeah.
glasses.
$200,
Expensive.
$200 a swallow.
Very expensive stem wine.
Picture.
Right? You know, $200 a swallow.
Good thing
Oh,
we didn't.
it's probably more.
This
Good thing
actually
we-
is amazing.
Good thing we ended up with the third bottle. You could have been like $5,000 deep into wine tonight if we'd done bottle 3.
So that
Good?
really is good wine.
It's really good.
Okay.
We should bring that to dinner.
Kind of vodka.